Er det ikke unbox therapy, der har fået en?
Dose of curiosity, wondering, but today I didn't even have that opportunity because Will Do decided to completely interrupt everything, that entire procedure, in order to place that in front of me right there. I don't know if I'm supposed to smack it or not. He said, "You know what, Lou?"
Same. I don't know if I'm supposed to smack it or not. Nah.
Today it's all about this. This is the thing you've been waiting for. This is the greatest thing ever to be featured on Unbox Therapy. That's his words, not mine. It's ESCOBAR logo, gold, a gold plate. My privacy, only found inside, not on the box, and the MSRP, $550. Designed in the USA with the... This looks like a brushed metal gold, but ESCOBAR customized. Wait a minute, how, dude? Obviously, I've played with the Galaxy Fold extensively. This is the same deal. How can they do it? How can they deliver? I was concerned. I thought it was going to be some crazy skin on there.
550 eller hvad?
But you check out the interface. Model number SM-F900F. Like the Galaxy Fold, you have the front display, and then you open it up to the bigger one. Also in the package, USB Type-C. The version that's outlined in these specs on Will's computer starts at $399 supposedly. That's the 8 gig 128 GB. This is the 12 gig.
Hvorfor koster den kun 400?
512 GB. All right, Will, you tell me exactly what's going on. How is it possible? Almost $2,000. $549.
The weight is the same, surprisingly. I almost feel like there's other components in here, but I don't know.
Well, I can safely say I didn't wake up expecting to make this video. Welcome to the ESCOBAR Fold 2, the $399 pentacamera foldable smartphone. And just before I unbox it, there is a bizarre backstory to this. See, ESCOBAR Inc., the company that put this together, it's not a phone company. It's not even really a tech company. It's the holding company of a now deceased Colombian drug lord called Pablo Escobar. That means it basically looks after the Escobar family assets. It tries to turn existing money into more money. So with that in mind, right at the end of last year, they made their first smartphone, the ESCOBAR Fold 1. And it was just cryptic. You'd think, when you first enter the smartphone market, you can make any type of smartphone. Why would you make a foldable? The most resource-intensive, cutting-edge form factor that's out there right now. They had a launch trailer alongside it, which I'll probably get demonetized for if I show more than a few seconds of. And then a closer look video, where you can see the details of the design, especially the massive logo planted on both front and the back. And paired with these were some pretty spectacular claims, like the fact that the smartphone was
$399, det lyder altså lige lovligt billigt for sådan. Det er lige før man selv skulle bestille en bare for hyggen.
Indestructible, and the fact that ESCOBAR Inc. was going to sue Apple for $30 billion for, and I quote, cheating people by selling worthless phones. Anyways, long story short, it turns out the ESCOBAR Fold 1 was more or less a rebadged smartphone instead of building from scratch, which, let's be honest, would have been borderline impossible for a company that had never made a phone before. They repurposed the existing Royal FlexPi, which was the first proper foldable smartphone in the world. But even then, that doesn't at all explain how this phone was so cheap. The Fold 1 was priced at $349. The FlexPi it was based off was priced at $1,500. It just didn't make any sense. So at that point, I would say curiosity got the better of me. I'm not sure what exactly I was thinking, but I just thought, as a curious customer, you know what, let's see what happens. So I ordered one. I used my personal name, my personal email address, so that it couldn't be linked to the channel, Mr. Who's the Boss. This was just me being a curious customer, and I was fully expecting to never see that money or a product again. There was just a small glimmer of hope that it would come true. Then things got weirder. So much weirder. For starters, I get an unexpected delivery containing two things. Firstly, a book that's titled I Made Billions Selling Coke. Now my smartphone will destroy Apple and Samsung. It's written by this guy, the brother of Pablo Escobar, and from what I can see, it is what it says on the tin. I've only scanned it, but it seems like a pretty unfiltered documentation of the lives of the two brothers, and it gets pretty dark. It talks about life in prison and running away from the cops, just as an example. So anyway, the second thing is a note. Congratulations. It basically says, I've been given a complimentary upgrade to the ESCOBAR Fold 2. And I just didn't really know what to think. I mean, how many times have you bought a smartphone only to then be told by the company, you know what, nah, we're gonna send you a different one? Top 5 strangest things I've ever seen. But you know what, I was treating this as an experiment.
Jeg ved ikke, hvad det er. Det er åbenbart deres egen mobil.
It's not like they were downgrading me. They were giving me a Fold 2 instead of a Fold 1. So for all intents and purposes, it was a good thing. And at this point, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but the company seemed to figure out that I was Mr. Who's the Boss, even though I bought and ordered the phone using totally separate information. They then told me that a review copy of the Fold 2 was on its way to me ASAP. So even though I bought the phone as a customer, I think I've only received it because I'm a reviewer, if that makes sense. Alrighty, so just before we crack open the box for ourselves, I did earlier today have a quick look at the homepage for the Fold 2, and the claims it makes are even bolder than the Fold 1. It's a $399 foldable smartphone with high-end specs and 5 cameras, and this launch came with a whole slew of new promotional videos, the most interesting of which was this one. It's a girl destroying Samsung's Galaxy Fold with a sledgehammer. It almost seems like whilst Apple was the target for the first Fold 1, Samsung has become the target for the ESCOBAR Fold 2. What's even more curious though is that the video is titled RIP Samsung, and if you actually try to visit the webpage www.ripsamsung.com, that takes you back to ESCOBAR. So to clarify, ESCOBAR just bought the domain name RIP Samsung. Okay, slightly longer intro than I planned, but I think that backstory is kind of important here.
Hvad ser du? Der var bare et firma, der hedder ESCOBAR Inc., som om bare der begynder at lave smartphones, der ligner den der Samsung Galaxy Fold, men der koster en fucking femtedel af prisen af, hvad den rigtige Fold koster.
I really don't know what to expect here. That is actually one of the nicer smartphone boxes out there. It's actually got a metal plate on the front with the PABLO ESCOBAR logo, and in the back is another metal plate, which has all the specs of the phone.
Det er fucking mærkeligt.
So I've got 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, made and assembled in Hong Kong. Alright, let's have a look at this.
Det kan jo godt være, fordi Galaxy Fold koster jo ikke særlig meget produktion, sikkert. Det er jo fordi, der har været lidt forskning bagved, som har kostet en del. Så hvis de der PABLO ESCOBAR Fis Inc. der, de bare har nubbet designet og whatever, jamen så...
For packaging, we just have a USB to USB-C cable and the smartphone itself by the looks of it. The rest of the box is completely empty. There's no charging brick. Alrighty, so mine is pre-turned on already. Tape. I can see that the front display works and it's got a photo of, I believe that's probably Pablo Escobar. And it opens. Okay, it's got a crease going down the middle, it's got the notch and the camera module up top. As far as I can tell, this is 100% a Samsung Galaxy Fold. And it looks good, which is a sign that this is actually not a phone that the company have made themselves. The only real changes are the wallpaper and the fact that the internet icon has been replaced with the ESCOBAR Inc. webpage icon. You've also got Fold 2 in gold going down the hinge. From what I can see, these look a lot like just stickers. I actually wonder if I could just peel this off. Okay, yeah, that comes right off. Well, I'm assuming it's gonna look a lot like this. You get the idea. Okay, so we'll set it up quickly. Let's see if everything works.
Fuck, hvor mærkeligt.
Create a new Google account as well, just for this.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, and we're in. So Play services are still working on this. Let's try download and Tutu just to check the specifications, because, well, my initial thought was that the only way they managed to achieve a price like this was by using knockoff parts from China, but it feels just as fast as the Fold, so actually it could well be fully spec. What's also interesting is you can tell this is the second refined model of the Galaxy Fold because it has these T-shaped pieces that were added in to prevent dust getting under the screen. Alrighty, and Tutu. So the device literally straight away comes up as a Samsung Galaxy Fold. So Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, I believe. Yep, and 12 gigs of RAM as the box said. Okay, it's a Galaxy Fold. But that makes it more bizarre. How on earth did the company manage to buy $2,000 Galaxy Folds, customize them, create their own packaging, and then sell them for $399? Well, at this stage I thought, we're already in contact, I might as well just ask them for the answers. And to be honest, I got some surprisingly complete answers. First of all, they described it as an entry-level phone. They said that Samsung failed with their Fold. They priced it too high. The only only reason people bought Samsung's Fold is apparently because they wanted a gadget as opposed to an actual phone to use day to day. I mean, they describe this Fold 2 as entry level, but nothing about it, its specs or its design is entry level at all. So the question I kind of needed to ask was, how did they do it? Essentially, according to the CEO of ESCOBAR Inc., they bought 3 kinds of Galaxy Fold. A. Insufficient items, ones that didn't meet Samsung's own quality control. B. Returned items, ones that people bought and then sent back. And C. Overstocked items. There were apparently too many resellers and wholesalers who had overstocked on Galaxy Folds, and they just needed to get rid of them, so ESCOBAR bought them all. This company spent 0 on traditional advertising, and they let word of mouth do its job, and apparently that's it. I'll let you come to your own conclusions as to how you feel about it, but the CEO did give me another bit of info. He said that there's a bigger plan here. The Fold 1, the Fold 2, they're just the beginning, created presumably just to get the company's name out there, but an actual in-house smartphone of their own is in the works. He also added that it will not be a foldable. I mean, we just gotta wait and see. So, to sum up, this whole thing was weird. I mean, I've got the phone in my hands, it's real, it works, and I only paid $399. And it is completely up to you how you spend your money, but I just can't personally vouch for or against the company, because from my experience they've been friendly and helpful, and I have seen videos on YouTube of seemingly legit customers who claim to have received theirs. But of course, the plan was to go in as an anonymous consumer to actually see if my device would get delivered, and that didn't go to plan. So essentially, I would need to see other people's orders actually getting delivered before I could even think about recommending this. Oh, also, just by the way, I have launched a massive giveaway of 5 Samsung smartphones, so if you want to be entered into that, links are in the description. With that being said, my name is Aaron, this is...
Okay, det fucking kogeren, det der. Hvad sker der? Okay, fuck, jeg overvejer at købe en, men det giver jo bare ikke mening. Eller jo, altså deres undskyldning med, at det er overstocked items, det kan bare ikke passe, men så får dem til så lidt penge. Men så igen, det er jo et firma, der sikkert har rimelig... Det der holdingselskab har nok en del penge, jo. Hvis man skal rippe Samsung.com. Fuck, det er mærkeligt. Jeg ved ikke, hvorfor der er de der promovideoer uden nogen tøj på. Fuck, det er kogeren.